So you want to lose weight. Fear not. That's where I come in handy, okay? You're probably like most people who think losing weight requires like some PhD in rocket science. You know, there's all these influencers. You've got color-coded meal prep boxes, you know, stacked like Tetris in the fridge. There's people who are talking about calorie tracking apps that are so precise you'd probably think NASA was monitoring your breakfast. Or people like David Goggins, who has workout splits that are so complicated you'd probably need an engineering degree just to train your biceps. Now, here's the thing though, okay? Listen to me. Weight loss, it's not complicated at all, okay? The hard part, it's not knowing what to do. It's doing it consistently. So doing it every single day. So the myth we've actually been told, don't get me wrong here, is that people think losing weight is about 50% diet and 50% exercise, okay? Now that makes sense, right? You eat better, you move more, and you lose weight. Except, hear me out, that's wrong. I know it's crazy, but that's wrong. Both of these combined, they only make up about 25% of it. You know, another 25% is good sleep, and the other like 5 million %, that's just sticking to the plan. Doing it every day, just... You know what I mean? Now don't worry, okay, don't click off, chill, okay, relax. There's a way to make it almost impossible to fail. So here's the thing, losing weight, it's not complicated, okay? But everything around it is designed to make it look that way, okay? So you have every ad, every influencer, all these gurus who wants to sell you their method. You know, they're talking about cut carbs, drink this detox, only eat between like 11 a.m. and like 7:02 p.m. And it doesn't make sense because they're all selling different maps to the same place. But the thing is that all these maps work for the same reason. They get you to eat fewer calories than you burn. Like, that's it. It's really simple, to be honest. If you think about your body like a bank account, if you spend more than you deposit, it starts pulling from your savings. And obviously, in this case, your savings are stored as fat. This isn't some like magical story. You know, I promise it's just maths. Like, you could be vegan or living on protein pancakes for all I care. If you're in a calorie deficit, you'll lose weight. It's not your metabolism, your zodiac sign. It's just simple math. Less calories in and more calories out. So the math. Now, I'm not very good at maths, but trust me on this. Let's say your body burns about 2,500 calories a day. Just existing. You know, you're moving, you're doom scrolling TikTok, literally being a human. If you eat 2,000 calories, that's a 500 calorie deficit. Do that for a week and that's around 3,500 calories. That's about 1 pound of fat for you Americans who use pounds. You keep that up for like a month, that's 4 pounds gone. And that's without like running a marathon or eating boiled chicken every day for the rest of your life. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not fast, it's not flashy, but it works every single time. So just like, I don't know, give it a go, maybe, please. Now, when we're talking about weight, okay, we have to be honest. Most people fail because their plan depends on something I like to call willpower. They'll say, tomorrow I'm eating clean, and then tomorrow comes, they open up the fridge, and there's leftover pizza and probably a stick of broccoli that they should have eaten from last week. So you can't be healthy if you built what I like to call a junk food obstacle course in your fridge. So the trick I have, which is obviously the best trick in the world, is to make the right choice the easiest one. So let's say you wanna go for a run and eat a healthy breakfast. Cool. You know, boil your eggs the night before, wash your strawberries, and put your running shoes right where your slippers usually go. So then when you wake up, you only really have two options. You can either stick to the plan or go out of your way to sabotage yourself, which obviously is a little bit stupid. And that's really it. Like, most people don't actually fail because they lack discipline. They fail because their fridge is plotting against them. Now, here's one of the most important things. Okay, this one annoys me, okay? At some point, you'll end up in what I like to call a classic diet death trap. So you might accidentally, okay, emphasis on the accidentally, go to McDonald's. You open up the menu and you realize, wow, okay, every single thing is like 1,000 calories, which by the way is not like, someone needs to investigate McDonald's for this because this is criminal. And then that's when your brain, okay, whispers you like one of the most dangerous sentences in dieting history, which is like, screw it, just one bite. No, like that. What the? Oh my god. And this is then followed by like, one cheat meal won't hurt. I'll start tomorrow. I just won't eat later. Like, maybe I'll just bulk. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. That's not logic. That's future you trying to make present you feel better or something. Like, the truth is, you don't need superhuman willpower. You just need to say no. Just learn to say no. I can even say it in French, no. Like, it's just do that. All you need to do is design your environment so that temptation never gets a chance to win. Like, just, you know, or just don't go to McDonald's. Obviously. Now here's the cheat code, because I know a lot of you just like doing this the quick and easy way. If you do it long enough, you know, do all these things every single day, it becomes automatic. So at first, jogging, it feels like punishment. Don't get me wrong. Eggs, they taste like, I won't say the word. Then one day you wake up and you just do it. Like, there's no drama, there's no debate, and that's when you've won. Because when healthy choices become habits, you don't have to try anymore. You just are that person, you know? And the coolest part, eventually you might, again, emphasis on the might, start to actually like it. You'll crave the morning run. You'll look at your old junk food and think, how did I ever eat that? Seriously, that looks disgusting. And that's when I'd say, congratulations, you just reprogrammed your brain. Now don't forget though, the real MVP, which is sleep. Okay, I'll spell it out for you. Oh, never mind. Bad sleep wrecks your hunger hormones. Okay, let me paint you a picture. Let's just say you woke up, you had like 2 hours of sleep, you're craving pancakes. What do Americans eat? Like those Twinkie bars, you know, and just overall chaos. Okay, not a good idea. You know, we don't want to be living in that world. Whereas if you get good sleep, you can actually feel like a functioning human, one who can say no to Twinkies and all that stuff. Moral of the story: sleep. Also, this comes without going, move more. Okay, you don't need a gym or membership, although, you know, maybe look into one. But you don't need one, really, at the end of the day. Just walk, take stairs, do chores, dance while brushing your teeth. Literally whatever it takes. And those 10,000 steps a day, I know you ain't doing. But if you do them, that's basically a cheat code to burning calories. Like, literally, easy. So yeah, losing weight, it's easy. It really is. It's not about like perfect meal plans or running till you start crying. It's just about setting goals that, you know, you don't need a rocky soundtrack to achieve. Prepare for the inevitable, because it will happen. McDonald's 2 a.m. crisis, because we all know it's gonna happen. Turn consistency into muscle memory, because without it, you're screwed. And yeah, maybe not treating sleep like it's a side quest. You know, I'm gonna hope that no one's watching this in bed at like 2 a.m. Please, I really hope that's happening. If so, lad, turn off the video, go to bed. But overall, remember that weight loss, it isn't about food. It's not the salads that change you. It's the consistency that does. Shout out Eminem. And overall, once you do what you promised yourself you would do every single day, the fat, it doesn't stand a chance. So yeah, I wish you all the best. Good luck, guys. You'll smash it.